Welcome to CFTV's The Week That Was, or as you know it as, Twas 15. I'm your host, Sly Stevens. Top honors this week go to the 12-3 Dolts, who doubled over the Iowa Rooks, 112-60. Vincent Jackson led the charge with 22 points for the Dolts, while Philip Rivers also led the charge for the Rooks with 22 points. And all the Dolts have to do to finish first in the crunch is either win this coming week or have the Bonner Blitz lose. Speaking of the Blitz, they handled the Intruders 101-88, advancing their record to 12-3. Big Ben scored 34 points against the Packers for the Blitz. The Intruders' free agent pickup of Jamal Charles scored 23 points. Good pick. The Intruders have had good success this season with their free agents. Maybe they should just skip the draft next year and fill in the spots with the free agent pool. The win gives the Blitz no less than second place in the crunch, while the Intruders are still fighting out in the Western Division. Staying in the West, the upstart Jackhammers lost their sixth straight, this time to the Army, 74-70, and the Army didn't even have a healthy kicker. Deshaun Jackson racked up 20 points for the Army, and Eli Manning had 22 for the Hammers. The loss puts the Jackhammers into a tie with the Intruders. The win by the Army puts them a game ahead of the Incredibles for the lead in the Southern Division and in third place in Crunch. Speaking of the Incredibles, they were roughed up by the Puckheads, 93-71. Aaron Rodgers scored 37 points for the Pucks, showing why he's the number one fantasy quarterback for 2009. McNabb scored 22 points for the Increds. The win by the Puckheads puts them a game ahead of the Great Scots in the Eastern Division and has them knocking on the door for third place in the Crunch. The Great Scots lost their second straight this week to the Shroud Squad, 84-74. Dallas Manning's favorite target, Clark, scored 21 points for the squad. Old man Warner scored 16 points for the Scots. A win by the Scots coupled with a loss by the Pucks would give the Scots the Eastern Division title. And finally, in the battle of the bottom feeders, yes, I'm talking about the Goat Ropers and the Jailbirds, though technically the Rooks suffer worse than either one of them. The Goats win 86-65. Here it was a quarterback battle. Manning 26, Breeze 17. Good thing the Goats didn't trade Manning. That was week 15, which means next week is it. Every division is still up in the air, so week 16 looks to be the most exciting week of the year. I'm still Sly Stevens, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next for the Crunch season finale next week on CFTV.